Hi, and welcome to our radio show. We're happy to be presenting St. Anne's Infant and Maternity Ward. They're a charity run out of Maryland, and we have the pleasure of having with me today Lexi and Patrick. They're representatives of this organization, and they'll be helping answer a few of our questions about St. Anne's. Okay, so Patrick, can you tell us, so where actually are you guys located?
We're located in Hatesville, Maryland.
Okay, awesome. And so can you tell us a little bit about your foundation, like when you were founded and stuff like that?
Well, we were founded in 1860, and our mission statement is, St. Anne's program recognizes and enhances human dignity and worth by providing residential care and services to abused and neglected children and to single and pregnant parenting adolescents in crisis, as well as quality daycare to children of working families.
Awesome, thank you very much. All right, so Lexi, what is it you guys actually do? I hear you guys have 4 different programs. Can you tell me about that?
The 4 programs that we offer are a residential children's program, a teen mother-baby program, a daycare center, and the Faith House program.
That's really interesting. Can you tell me more about this teen mother program?
Well, the teen mother-baby program provides residential care for pregnant adolescents and young mothers and their babies. Their services included are an accredited high school, a medical care, parenting classes, life skills training, a daycare, individual and family counseling, and social and cultural activities.
Wow, that's really fascinating. Can you tell me, how many people does that actually help?
Well, we approximately serve from 50 to 60 young mothers and their children.
Oh, that's awesome. Are there any restrictions? I'm sure you have limited space. Are there restrictions on who can apply for this and who can come in?
We serve mothers between 15 and 18 with at least 1 child under the age of 2, and also pregnant women from the ages of 13 to 18 who are trying to complete their high school degree or getting a GED.
Okay, so are there any, do you guys have like an interview process to make sure to see who goes in, or how does that work?
Well, since there is such limited space, we do offer an interview, and that is based on the applicant's need and their willingness to participate in our program, and as well as the charity's ability to meet their needs.
Okay, so you mentioned you are a charity, but you still have to run on a daily basis. Do you guys charge fees? How does that work?
Yes, we do. We actually negotiate a fee based on the conditions of the mothers, and that can come anywhere from if they have a job and their income, or temporary cash, grants, or a contract with the social service agency. But we are a nonprofit organization.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. All right, well, that's all well and good. Can you tell me more about this Faith House program that you guys run?
Well, actually, Patrick knows more information about this specific program.
So, Patrick?
Yeah, the Faith House program provides transitional apartments for 8 young mothers from ages 18 to 25. Provides the families for work, economic stability. Also offers job placement, daycare, parenting classes, and other support services.
That's really quite fascinating. Can you guys tell me how many people that helps?
So it helps about 8 to 12 families. Currently we have 8.
Okay. So I'm sure that's a very selective process. How do you choose, because it's obviously such a small group, how do you choose what 8 people get to be helped?
Well, initially there's the age limit. It's 18 to 25. You must have a high school diploma or a GED. There's a small rent based on your percentage of income, so you must maintain an employment. You generally keep the housing clean, be decent to your neighbors. We can kick you out. But beyond that, we try to help as many people as we can.
That's really an awesome thing to do. So far, I've only talked about the mothers. Can you tell me something more about how your programs help children?
Well, we have our residential children's program, which is an emergency short care residential service for infants and very young children, or a little bit older. It's from 2 days to 12 years old. These children have been abused, neglected, or abandoned, and the goal is to provide the children with caring and comfortable environment and serve space, the complete assessment of the child's physical, emotional, and educational development.
It's interesting. So how many people does that actually help?
Right now we have about somewhere between 200 and 250 children.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what exactly are you guys doing for these 200 children? How does that work?
We provide them with education, food, housing, give them more of a family environment. There's adults there that care, and we try to help them grow up as normally as possible so they can enter into the world.
Thank you very much. All right, Lexi, you mentioned earlier that you also have a daycare center. Would you care to tell me more about that?
Well, our daycare center provides affordable developmental daycare for infants and also preschool children in the community. And this is also for the residents that we house and their children. And it's aimed for low-income, single-parent working families and also families in crisis.
Really? So how much space do you have for these children?
We serve approximately 75 children, and also we aid to the families.
So what are some of your goals of working with these children?
Well, we nurture the children and we transition them as they grow up into the different ages of their childhood. And we try and keep their schedule as normal as possible as it would be if they were home. And we focus more on their social skills than we actually do on their schoolwork. And we also offer the parents to come in and observe and watch their children. And we offer food every day.
All right, thank you very much. Is there a way, I'm sure that this costs money, how do you guys pay for all this?
Oh, there's a fee for each child's age, and also every family must go through an application and interview process to make sure that they can afford and maintain the care for their children.
All right, thank you very much. Sounds like you're doing a great job. All right, now we've heard a lot from the people who run the program about actually what they do. Now we're going to have a chance to hear testimony from someone who has experienced firsthand what this program has to offer. Please give me a warm round of applause for Bianca.
Thank you for having me. When I was 17 and unexpectedly got pregnant with my son, my mother kicked me out of the house. I had nowhere to go. My whole family had disowned me. I couldn't be homeless, not with my child coming into this world. I visited my local church, and that's where my priest recommended St. Anne's. I immediately paid them a visit and got the most recent interview. At St. Anne's, I was able to finish my education, work, be healthy, and deliver my baby in a hospital. St. Anne's also provided care for my son while I worked and graduated high school. Now, thanks to St. Anne's, I have a stable job and income. I live with my son, and he attends preschool every day. Without St. Anne's, I don't know where my son and I would be.
Well, thank you very much, Bianca. All right, so now we've talked a lot about what you actually do. Can you tell us a little bit about why you do that? Can you tell us about your theology?
Well, St. Anne's is administered by the Daughters of Charity of St. Vincent de Paul, which is a religious community of women who have dedicated their lives to serving the needy. And we also believe that human life is inherently valuable and worthy of respect, support, and nurturance. These words encompass our philosophy. They are rooted in our Judeo-Christian heritage and are the foundation of our charity. Our staff and volunteers strive to live this belief by reaching out to the women and children in our community who are particularly vulnerable.
Thank you very much. All right, so now Patrick, can you tell me some things, religious works that impact your work and how those inspire you?
Well, if you look at Genesis, Cain was conceived with the help of God. He was birthed with the help of God. So children really are divine, and we should aid in that process as much as possible. Through some of the religious writings, such as Aquinas, it says, give faith, hope, and charity. They're all theological virtues. If you look at St. Francis, he was all about charity and helping people. So by doing this, I feel that I'm helping more.
All right, thank you very much. Well, that just about wraps up our show here. I'd like to thank again Patrick and Lexi for coming in and Bianca for sharing her story with us. We hope you enjoyed this rather informative radio broadcast, and we'll return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
These are our group reflections on St. Anne's Infant and Maternity Home. We believe that this charity is a good way in helping the local community, the people, and their future. Caring for young mothers and their children allows us to help the poverty and homeless rate decline. There is a cycle of poverty and young motherhood that this charity helps to break by bringing education and stability into these families' lives. I hope you enjoyed our video.
All right, so we've heard a lot from the people who run the program, what they do. Now we're going to hear from someone who's actually helped by this program. We have the great fortune to have here a young Miss Bianca, who's now going to tell us her story.
Hi, guys.